Lenovo did it again with an upgraded processor and battery, all while keeping the same price tag. Mabuhay Manila, you got Drew here from ManilaShaker.com, and join me on our full review of the Lenovo K6 Note. The K6 Note stuck to its roots and copied most of its design schematic from its predecessor. It's metal almost all around with plastic for the top and bottom portions. The back plating holds the main camera, dual-tone LED flash, and fingerprint sensor with the Lenovo logo at the bottom. The volume rocker sits above the power button on the right side, while the hybrid dual nano SIM tray is located in the opposite end. The headphone jack and noise-canceling mic sits up top, where the micro USB port can be found on the opposite end, flanked by speaker grills and the mic hidden in one of the grills. The flat front panel is a standard affair with a selfie camera, earpiece, and sensor placed squarely on the forehead and the non-backlit capacitive navigation keys at the bottom. The overall design makes the phone a little bit on the beefy side, which means two-handed use will almost always be required, especially for smaller Asian hands. It's also a standard affair for the 5.5-inch IPS LCD screen at 1080p, equivalent to 401 pixels per inch. The K6 Note leans towards the dim side on the brightness scale, but everything else is as expected with good viewing angles and a grayish color reproduction. Outdoor use will also be average in terms of readability. Image capture relies on a 16-megapixel rear shooter with face detection, autofocus, and dual-tone LED flash. Outdoor shots look average with proper white balance and decent color reproduction with some touches of sharpness here and there. Shots came out cooler with some fade on colors with indoor shots. Noise starts creeping in low light scenarios, and the LED flash is in this category a bit, with results leaning on the paler side. Capturing details at night was a struggle that was blurry at best, seen here. Video recording caps off at 1080p resolution at 30 frames per second with the same quality as outdoor shots with the absence of stability of any form. Tripods or gimbals will come in handy. The 8-megapixel front-facing shooter is a touch claustrophobic, but details are sharp and colors accurate. Lenovo opted for the power-efficient Qualcomm Snapdragon 430 for the latest offering, paired with 4GB of RAM and 32GB of onboard storage with option to expand. It is based on Android Marshmallow 6.0 with Lenovo's pre-installed bloatware, complete with an app drawer. It's a feature-packed custom UI where functions such as Wide Touch, much like Assistive Touch, Knock to Light, and Smart Scene are present. It is worth noting that 3.5GB of RAM is still available to use, plus the entire package only eats up 500MB of the allotted space, which contributed to 44,511 points in an Antutu benchmark. In terms of real-world usage, the experience proves to be better than the counted points. We have multiple gaming apps opened while testing the VR mode of the K6 Note, and there were hardly any hiccups encountered at all. While wearing a separated VR headset, we played at Nova 3 that rendered smooth gameplay, while Real Racing 3 gave us below the standard 30 frames per second mark. The fingerprint scanner gave us a 10 out of 10 tries with satisfyingly average unlocking speed. Lenovo added 500 mAh of battery for the K6 Note from last year that sums up to a whopping 4,000 mAh, where Lenovo estimates 36 hours of battery life. Our tests came up 4 hours shy, hitting 32 hours of standby time and a good 4.5 hours of screen on time in varied usage. It does not come with any fast charging support. That means the K6 Note tops up from 0 to 100% in 2 hours and 45 minutes. The south-firing speaker does well, even in loud environments, that settled for clarity in exchange for trebly sound that lacks bass. It does not support high-resolution audio playback via the 3.5mm headphone jack, but it makes up with Dolby Atmos audio enhancement. The Lenovo K6 Note is available locally for 11,999 pesos or $237 US. It's a great overall upgrade from the K5 Note, and the addition of the VR mode, which most smartphones in the same category does not support. What do you think of the Lenovo K6 Note? Let us know in the comment section below. Do hit us up a like to let us know if you want to see more videos like this. Feel free to look me up on Twitter at KinoHit for questions. As always, don't forget to click subscribe to get the latest in tech from ManilaShaker.com. Once again, this has been Drew. Mabuhay, Manila.